Hello everyone, my name is Botanist Cool, and today we are basing the 5 Pride Skavens I made in the month of June. If you guys are enjoying my mini painting and my mini building videos, make sure to like and subscribe. It's free, easy, and just a simple click, and I can't thank you enough for all of your support. Let's get on to the rest of the video. In June, I painted 5 Pride Skavens: asexual, aromantic, trans, bi, and pan Pride Skavens. They were a lot of fun to paint, and I do have a 6th that I've yet to paint, and I probably will paint in the future, but I have a few other projects I want to work on first, including the Trans Pride Dragon giveaway and the Trans Pride Lance giveaway, so I'm gonna put that on the back burner and I'll visit it later. But I did want to base these guys because I really wanted to learn how to use static grass and make it look good. The first thing I did was base the bases with Sterling Mud, a technical paint from Citadel. This paint dries to look a lot like mud, a little gravelly, a little bit like rocks and pellets are in there on a very small scale. When I was working with my Tyranids, I had actually done a layer of Sterling Mud, then I glued like the little rock pellets on there to make it more dynamic in certain areas, and I did a second layer of Sterling Mud to make it really stand out. I didn't do that this time for 2 reasons. 1, I didn't want to waste those little like bits I have, and 2, I planned on covering everything with the static grass anyways, so there wasn't a point in adding too much layer and depth when those all going to be covered. At least not in my opinion, there wasn't. So I put both layers on there. I used Abaddon Black to circle around the sides, and completely against my previous like belief of, yeah, we're gonna cover it anyways, I dry brushed the mud. I dry brushed the mud using Gonthor Blue and Steel Legion, Gonthor Brown, excuse me, and Steel Legion Drab to add a little bit more definition. And in all reality, it doesn't really show through in the final product, but I did get the chance to practice with it and to make sure that it looks good for the future when I use similar techniques on similar models that are primarily based in a muddy or swampy area. Speaking of similar bases and similar techniques, I did something similar when it came to those Tyranid models I had referenced earlier on. I used Swamp Tuft from Army Painter, and I used Sterling Mud and all that kind of stuff to make a nice base. The thing was, I then used static grass from Army Painter, specifically the Battleground static grass, and I hated it. I look back at those minis and I am actually going to go back and take the static grass off because I really hate how it looks. That's because I was not paying attention to color. The Swamp Tuft color is a dark brown, dark green color, and this is a light green, light yellow green color. I wasn't paying attention to that, and I ended up having this light green, light yellow color mix with this dark green, dark brown color, and I hated it. So for the longest time, I just didn't like static grass because I thought it was a static grass thing, not a mistake I had made in color theory. So I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I am very relieved to see how everything came out. It does look like a very lush, very messy, very trampled on battleground, which is kind of what I want. I remember not too long ago, someone came into the chat and was talking on stream and was saying, Steph, if you want to use static grass, just literally glue the entire base, sprinkle on the static grass, or put it into like a Tupperware and like make it shake it all around and get it everywhere, and just leave it be. Trust the process, leave it be, yada yada. And that's exactly what I did, even though I was very nervous, I'm not gonna lie, and it turned out fantastically. So I'm very happy with it. I'm very proud of it, and I'm hoping that this continues on to apply to more things. Like, I want to go get more turf and terrain material because I think I could do a lot better with those Tyranids I was working with before. I could get the swampy static grass instead and make it work a little better, or perhaps find swamp plant material that would look better. I could replace it. I could replace all that like static grass I put on there before, because I don't want that static grass there anymore. I want to get rid of it. It is so frustrating to look at. And yeah, that's really about it. I cannot wait to replace it. But not these guys. These guys look fantastic with the static grass. I really like it, and I really think it turned out amazingly well. Y'all tell me how you think it turned out in the comments. Please, I would love to hear. Anyways, that's about it for me today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It's the best way to support me. It's free, it's easy, and it's just a couple of clicks, and I can't thank you enough for your support. If you want to support me more intimately, there is a throne down below. No obligation. There's Star Wars Legions, there's paints, yada yada. And yeah, that's about all I have for y'all today. Again, thank you very much, and I hope you are having an absolutely wonderful day. Y'all stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye, everyone!